You've got to solve it. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed to this channel before, please do. Existing subscribers, thank you so much. Do you have a pet name? Do you have a pet name? I do. I have a lot of pet names. I can say something regarding pet names today because I was just on my own. I was really just thinking, and I thought of my mom, the way she calls me different pet names when she's happy. I won't say really happy, just like that. So I just thought of something. I said, yeah, we really do have pet names. Really, yeah. If you are out there and you don't have pet names, let me know. And if you are still out there and you do have pet names or name, let me know. I can remember some of the pet names that I have. Pet name actually is a name your parents or your friends or people just call you at a certain time, or whenever they see you, they just call you that name. You could have a pet name in school, from even your locality, your environment, from friends. It could just be anyone. I remember growing up as a child, my little nephew, then my mom gave him a pet name. Until up till now, that's the name I call him. I don't really remember his real name, I just call his pet name. Whenever I want to send him anything or tell him anything, that is the name that I call. I call him his pet name, Todo. That's not his name anyway, but that's the name I call. And most at home when we are talking, you hear us calling Todo, 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 Todo. It might sound funny to you. That is it. And I know my own husband have a pet name from my parents. They call him Agboboza, like a warrior. He didn't go to any war front anyway. I don't know why they gave him that. So you might have one. Like every of my children, I gave them different pet names. Up till now, I still call them their pet names. So, but let's go to mine. It's mine I want to talk about now. Growing up, I had different pet names. I had so many different pet names. But the one that I remember every time is my mom calling me every time is this one. It might not make any meaning to you, but it might still make meaning to you anyway. I'll say some, but I'm not gonna interpret them. But if you want, you can inbox me. I will send the minutes to you, or you can just ask me privately. I can tell you. Or another thing, if you are there and you just want to know, okay, let's not go into that. I can say them anyway. They are really nothing bad. It's just a way of praising someone. Huh? Mm-hmm. My mom gave me these names. I think they gave me one pet name first. They gave me one that they call me. It's like okay, come back to me now. The pet name she gave me, she calls me, is Big T. That means big. Go from there. You take the rest. She calls me that name. And there's one that I grew up and I heard everybody in the house calling me that Ogogogo. You can see all the badness. They sound very funny. Ogogogo. She said it then that when she gave birth to me, if you watch my other videos, I've talked about where I used to be a crying baby. Mm-hmm. When she gave birth to me, because I was always crying and because I had big head, so whenever she carries me on her back, she has to use something like, I don't know if you know what this popular thing African people use in tying clothes on their back, on their children on their back to keep them warm. Yeah, she uses two. She said sometimes even three, because the head was so big. You know when you have the oblong head like that, the head is big. I won't use words because I still have it somehow anyway. But then as a child, maybe it was unnecessarily bigger than it was made to be. I don't know. So she said when she carries me on her back, she has to use them clothes, them wrapper, to tie me, to tie twice. She ties the one behind and ties by the edge too. Because by the time I'm crying, I want attention. I fling my head and my body. Sometimes I'm going over. So instead of me falling down, that was a way of protecting me from falling down. That sometimes, even in the market, I just let it out like that when I'm crying. You can just envisage a crying baby now, maybe angry crying child, wanting, rather seeking the parents' attention or the mother's attention, the way that child is gonna behave. So she said I just keep flipping my leg, my head, the head was big and all that. So the way to do that was to tie the child properly on her back. So then they gave me this name, Ogogo, meaning big head. But I didn't really bother because as I was growing up, they called me that name and I was answering the name because that's my name. I said, that's my name. She calls me the name when she's happy, when she's angry. I just took it. That's my name. And even when I started growing up and playing with kids too, they call the name. What else will I do? That's my name. But now I don't think my mom really remembers this name anymore. Because, no, she still does. Because once in a while, she still does call the name. So, that's that for that. And one again, I remembered when I was growing up, we had these dollies too. Them little dolls, different ones. I gave them all different kind of names. I gave one Peso. And I'll tell you something today. In my next video, maybe if I remember, I should. I'm gonna bring up Peso here. It's a doll that we have in this house. Now, his name is Opeso. I think we got that Opeso in about 13 years old. 13 years old now. So I'm gonna bring that doll for you to see too. To be honest, my husband still calls me one of those pet names from my mom, and my own parents still call him the name that they've given to him as his pet name. So, but I don't call him the pet name given to him by my own parents. So that is that for that today. If you have your pet names or you have a pet name, a special pet name that you have, I would also like you to make a comment. If you have one special pet name that your parents do really call you, or you grew up to meet people calling you by your pet names, I would also like to hear from you too. You've heard my own pet names. There are so many pet names that I have. I don't know. I can start calling some of them. I have Tutuba, Sig. I have Takanto. I have Bebus. No. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for taking your time for listening and for making me laugh, because I think I've made some people laugh today anyway. It's something we just overlook, because I know most of us, we know we do have pet names, but we don't just think of it. Remember, just take for instance now, you're going into your mother's house or your father's house, you're going to say hello to them. You hear them hailing you right from their window. Hey, Tutu Bastic, oh Bastic. Or just where your friends are, somebody's just shouting, Takanto. Takanto doesn't really mean anything. It's not your name. I don't want to laugh too much because I'm already kind of excited, too excited to be honest. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Stay blessed. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do. Existing subscribers, thank you. Don't forget the thumbs up button. Don't forget notification bell so you get any notification anytime there's a new video. Thank you. Thank you.